Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a really fast team you can use for this Runepriest Class trial. Really cool. First things first though, pop to the shop, make sure you grab yourself a tier 1. This is going to give you a potion of enchantment. Makes a lot of difference to the speed of these things. At the same time, you'll get some gold, more class trial sigils, more troops, and more Runepriest XP, which really does help push things forward a bit. And the more tiers you go, the more of the same kind of stuff you get. Just more, like 15 Runepriest XP on the second tier, 50 for the third, and so on. At tier 5, there is the Class Mythic weapon, and it's a fairly good one. Runeforger deals magic-based splash damage to an enemy, then explodes a random gem for every brown ally and enemy. So if you've got like a full team of brown, and you're up against a full team of brown enemies, then you're going to explode 8 gems when you cast that. So you're going to generate a load of mana, as well as dish out some significant splash damage. Decent weapon that, but do bear in mind you will get it for free once you've achieved 250 class wins in Runepriest. So no need to actually spend all those gems just to get it. But hey, if you want to charge up Runepriest class really quickly, get a load of points, load of XP, then yeah, good way to get it at the same time. Right, now onto the team itself, and at the same time I'm going to show a cool little tip regarding the weapon and the banner. But first of all, let's just go over the other team. King Highforge, all dwarf allies start with 50% mana, but it's only actually relevant to himself because basically the other dwarf starts with full mana anyway, and the hero is not going to be a dwarf for this team. But anyway, he stuns the last 2 enemies and deals magic-based damage to them boosted by allied dwarves, and has a summon at the same time. With 2 of them, what this means is when we cast something like a damage to all weapon, if that doesn't kill them straight away, obviously on the early stages it will, but basically if it doesn't, then these 2 will get charged up really quickly, and then that will do that extra damage to the last 2 enemies, probably kill them because we've softened them up with our damage to war weapon, and then the other King Highforge will be ready to cast pretty much immediately as well. And because those last 2 enemies have gone, the first 2 enemies become the last 2 enemies, if you know what I mean. So we cast them back to back and kill them off at the same time. But regarding that little tip, Creeping Death, this uses 14 mana. So if we can be in a class that has a 50% start, we're well on our way to getting all the mana we need for it. So to a lot of people, the automatic pick for the banner would be something that uses purple. But in Archmage's class, you don't actually need it, and I'll explain why. Going to go for a +2 red, +1 brown, -1 blue volcanic banner from the Fire Rift. But let's go over why you don't need any bonus purple for the weapon. Right, Archmage's class. First thing, we'll just show that we get mana source. Start battles with 50% mana, so that 14 is going to become 7. So we need 7 mana. If we collect 1 purple match, even without a mana surge, we get +2, so that becomes 5. And with the Potion of Enchantment, which we've got already, that's it. We're done. We just need a purple match. We don't need the banner to get it charged up absolutely straight away. Obviously, subsequent casts after that, it would make a difference, but the fact is we need more red for our team, because 3 of our team use red and 2 of them use brown. Therefore, the volcanic banner is a good one. But let's go over the rest of the stuff in the class, because it is all relevant and really pretty cool. We're going to gain that there. Allied Mystics gain 2 life. That's the hero. Gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell. So we'll benefit from that straight away if our Gimlet gets to cast as well. And of course that lovely +2 purple. But on the talent trees, really easy to remember because it's all down the left-hand side. Every single one on the left-hand side. Magical Shield, all purple allies gain 2 armor. Mage Lord, gain 2 magic if in last position, which we are, so it boosts up our power. Anti-Magic Sphere, reduce damage from spells by 20%. Mana source, of course. This one doesn't actually matter, so just chuck it on the left-hand side, makes it nice and neat and tidy at the same time. Arcane Surge, even more purple, which we don't actually really need now, but I don't really want Lightning Strike, prefer to control the board myself. And Mystic Channel, which is the hero. All Mystics gain 2 magic and life when an enemy dies. Right, so let's jump into a Battle All 4 and show how it works. If you don't have Creeping Death, like I say, any damage to a weapon is going to do a good job, especially something like Black Manacles where you got a chance of a Devour at the same time. So here we go. Didn't have to do anything. No banner required. Just collect a purple and ready to go. The cool thing about Black Manacles is that would still work with this trick as well, because you get the +1 purple from the class, from those talent trees. So Black Manacles uses 15, and it would still work. Right, do we have a conversion for Gimlet? Yes, we do. So you can cast this, green to brown. There we go. Get that as well. This is what I was saying about the first two become the last two. Back to back, bang, dead. So no purple, we can collect the red or brown instead. And do it that way. On to High Forge himself, then we'll jump to some higher levels and do it that way. Show the battles on some higher levels. There we go. Don't need a mana surge. Don't need extra purple from the banner. Just charged absolutely straight away on any purple match. Well, I've jumped forward a little bit. Let's show how this team works when the enemy starts to get a little bit harder. But this team combination is still really, really easy and very straightforward. Grab some purple when we can. Get that weapon charged up straight away. Then we'll grab ourselves some red. We are ready to go. Weapon first. Soften them up. 2 times King Highforge. Going to attack the last 2 enemies. For a lot of players, that's going to finish them off. Then we've got the second one to cast again. So basically what were the last 2 are now the first 2. But the first 2, because of the first 2, and the only 2 are the last 2. Do you see? And what should we do? We can do a little bit of that. A slice of that. Give him a dash of that. And a hefty wallop of that. And Queen Titania's up next. Queen Titania. No purple going immediately, but we've got the conversion over there, which is cool. May as well grab that then. Doesn't always work so well in reverse, if you know what I mean. Like if we do this cast here, you may not kill them, the last 2 troops straight away. So you can cast one, then I'd wait one round for the weapon to get up again, because then we will wipe out the bottom 2 enemies, soften up the first 2, and then again cast King Highforge that way. So I'd still cast the weapon first. I wouldn't cast both King Highforges if you're not going to kill the enemy first. Otherwise you're going to have to charge again to wipe out the enemy. Getting the weapon charged first definitely is the way to go with it. Get some brown or red in between if you can. Like if you got a nice conversion with Gimlet, then that's fine, but if not, we don't mind waiting a round or so. Or we can just charge the weapon up again pretty quickly. But there they are, they're now ready to do their stuff. Back to back. One fine day during the night, the sea caught light. Blind man saw it, deaf man heard it, a dumb man called the fire brigade, which was pulled along by 6 dead white horses, run over a dead cat and half killed it. What the heck? Some mysterious stuff in my tea sometimes. Kaboosh. Oh yeah. Kabosh you. And kabosh you. Kaboosh them all out of there. Well, there it is. There's the team. There's the video. If you enjoyed it, found it helpful, useful, or anything like that, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. We'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.